Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Global AI Notes. Today we're going to talk with Zhang. We're going to discuss transforming our RAGs and search with Azure AI Document Intelligence. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're also ready to learn more. Good afternoon, Lou. How are you doing?
Hi- Hello, I'm doing well.
Thank you for joining our show today. Can you please introduce yourself?
Sure, my name is Lu Zhang. I'm the product manager working on Azure AI Document Intelligence.
Okay, very interesting. Can you give us a small description of the session that you want to share with us today?
Sure. Today, what I'm going to talk about is how you can use Azure AI Document Intelligence to transform RAG, which is Retrieval Augmented Generation, and search scenarios. So I'm going to talk a little bit about first recap what is Retrieval Augmented Generation. This is basically a design pattern that can enable like large language models to with the external knowledge. So what your a user usually will ask a question to a large language model, basically use the user question, and then the orchestrator will use the query to retrieve over an external knowledge base. Once it gets the search result, it will then combine the query together with the search result into the prompt to the large language model. And the language model will then use it to generate the response and answer the user questions. So this is how RAG works usually, and that can overcome the limitation of large language models basically because it's trained used out of date data, and the data may not be most up to date, and it will also improve the confidence when the large language model generating the result, basically because you will have more evidence like to ground the answer generated by large language model. So what I'm going to talk about today is like in this RAG pattern, how Azure AI Document Intelligence can help with that.
Okay, sounds very
Okay,
interesting. I'll
so
give the platform to you.
yeah, okay, thank you. So this is how Azure AI Document Intelligence fits into the overall picture. So as you know, like in the this part, the knowledge base, most of the knowledge today lives in the documents. So how you can process all these large number of documents into some meaningful data and then ingest into the knowledge base using some database or some like storage, and then that can be leveraged in this RAG pattern. That will be how Azure AI Document Intelligence can help. So you can help is basically you can extract all the different types of documents, extract the text content, extract the key value pairs tables and the document structures from PDFs, images, Office files, as well as like HTML files, just with a single API call from various file types. And we also provide the scalability and high AI quality based on the most state-of-the-art OCR technology, as well as like document analysis like models. We cover like more than 300 printed languages and 12 handwritten languages. And most importantly, in this like large language model world, what we output is basically LLM friendly. So in the later demo I will showcase, you will see like we will output to Markdown, which make it very easy for large language model to understand and interpret the result. The next piece is about the chunking. So this is a common practice usually used in the RAG pattern because documents could be very lengthy. It could be tons of pages need to be processed. If you just embed everything like into the prompt, that will be easily like go out of the context window. And more importantly, like if you chunk them into meaningful pieces, you will then like better get better better search result and also get better like relevance, like compare with just the embed like the whole document. So we will later talk about the chunking part, like with the help with Azure AI Document Intelligence as well. So let's now quickly look at a demo, like how Azure AI Document Intelligence works. So let's go to aka.ms DI Studio. This is our UX portal that you can explore the different capabilities with Azure AI Document Intelligence. So basically, we offer document analysis. These are the foundational models. We also have like specific models for different types of document, which we call it preview models. And you can also customize it for your own document like classification and extraction needs. We will focus on the layout model today. Basically, it offers the content extraction built on top of the OCR text content. It will also offer like a table extraction, selection mark, and as well as a lot of like document structure analysis. So this will be the page of the layout model. And as you can see from the left side, there are a bunch of sample files which is already here. You can just quickly run the analysis. Just click on the button, and you should be able to within a few seconds get the return result. So as you can see from this newspaper, we can clearly identify all the different paragraphs with the text content. And we also identify, okay, this is the section heading, which is basically like you can further like divide and divide this like a document into multiple pieces. And what you can also see is from the result side, this is will be the whole result. We basically output to a JSON format with all the like page content, different pages, the actual content, the bounding boxes of each region, the word and the lines and paragraphs. And also, if you want to extract key value pairs, we will give you the actual result. You can also easily get started using our sample code here. So we offer different SDKs with Python, JavaScript, C Sharp, etc. So you can just simply copy and paste the sample code to get started using our API. I have a few more examples which we can show like to run the analysis, which I have already rendered here. So for example, we talk about the table extraction. So in this example, it's a financial report. And what you can see is the table structure can be well extracted using our API. And the next example is a form example. So there is both the printed and handwritten languages. And what you will see is the selection mark. Basically, the checkboxes will also be well recognized. And the right side, the handwritten, it can be like recognized as well. One important thing I just mentioned is you can choose different output options. The one we introduced recently is the Markdown output. So what you can do is basically select the analyze option, and the actual output will be like in Markdown format. You should be able to see, okay, the title is in Markdown header 1, and then like the actual paragraphs and the table structure is also in Markdown. So this kind of the format will make it easily further to be digested by the large language model. And the last but not least, like we extract not only the text format, text content, but also like math equations. So as you can see here, the formulas will be extracted in latex. And we also support if you look at the analyzed options, we also support font styles, barcode, QR code, and the detect languages of your document. So that's a quick demo about how you can explore the different capabilities we offer in document intelligence, and using the studio to quickly get started. Next, let's go back to RAG. So in RAG, there's usually a common challenge. We talk about chunking, and people always keep asking like how we can divide the like a long document into more meaningful chunks. Here is an example. So this is a long table in the financial report. But actually, it's the MSFT's last year's yearly financial report. So if you ask the first question, like what is the cash and cash equivalents in 2023, because this one has been associated with the header in the same chunk. So you can get the answer like correctly. But if you ask another question, like for example, what was the other long-term liabilities in 2022? The model says, I don't know. Why this happened? Because this row, if you further like investigate a bit, this row is actually split it into a different chunk compared with the table header. So that caused the challenges. Like if you look at the most of the practices doing chunking today in RAG, they just split it like with fixed length or with pages or split by like some length with even some overlaps, but it will like not solve such kind of problem. So that comes to like the importance of semantic chunking, like when you are doing building the RAG. If you don't have the data, like the document being chunked appropriately, even though like you can do a lot of optimization in your embedding, in your like search retrieval part, you will still get like very maybe get missing pieces of the data, or you or get like incomplete result. So the importance of semantic chunking is very like clear. So it will not consumption of large language models, but more importantly, it will make your retrieval, your relevance, which is much more improved with the semantic like chunks of the document. And the last point is like it will also enhance the interpretability of the result. So when you look at the actual answers, you can reference to the actual piece of the document with a complete section without like we will share that a bit later like in our demo. So that's how but how Azure AI Document Intelligence can help with semantic chunking. So this is what we offer. Basically, as we just see from the layout API, we provide the building blocks that can enable customers to do semantic chunking. What are these building blocks? These could be like pages, paragraphs, titles, section headings, tables, figures, like all different content. We also offer a good reading order, which will also help a lot with this like semantic understanding of large language models. And if you don't want to bother with like all these different pieces, a simple approach is you just use our output to markdown option. Basically, that will already help you like organize the document with the sections, with like tables, with all the different pieces. And more importantly, we recently we have integrated with LangChain, like as one of its document loaders that can be easily like used in LangChain, and you can build an end-to-end RAG example to like split the documents based on the markdown output. So next I'm going to show the sample notebook, like how you can easily use LangChain to build an end-to-end RAG demo. So let's switch to the notebook. You can just simply go with the link, and this is our like a public available notebook. What you can do is just a few lines of code. You import the LangChain and LangChain community packages and our SDK, Azure AI Document Intelligence, and you need this class to be imported. Basically, the our Azure AI Document Intelligence loader. And what you can do is just the two lines of code. So first, you initiate this loader with the actual file path. This can be actually your local file, or it can be also some URL that are publicly available, so we can read from one of these, and provide the APIs and the endpoints, API endpoint and keys. and then you just load the document. And after you load the document, you will be able to use LangChain's Markdown header text splitter to split your text. So in this example, we show how you can use the different levels of headers and config that into the Markdown text splitter. So once you get that configured, you can just simply do the split text function and get the actual splits. And later sections is just like you use the OpenAI embeddings, you use the Azure AI search to index the splits, and you can like to build the document Q&A on top of that. So I will show which I have just run before the meeting. You see the result from the this is the split result based on the markdown output. So what you will get is from the metadata, you see the actual title will be like logged here. And later we will see in our like Azure AI Studio how you can build, you can ask questions about these semantic chunks. This is another example. I will do the comparison later, like using which is also a commonly used splitter, recursive character text splitter. Basically, it chunk based on fixed length and with some overlaps. So I've built another index like on top of this chunking method. And what you will see from the output, like once you get all these splits indexed, we can ask a simple question. For example, what will be the input requirement for to use the layout model? So the model will help answer, okay, what you need to provide us will be a clearly like a clear photo or high quality scanned document. And what file format we support? We support PDFs, we support different types of images, and we also support Microsoft Office files, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, as well as HTML. And we also specify the image dimensions like some minimal and maximal pixels. And you need to make sure the PDFs are not locked. So this can help answer like correctly about a specific like based on a specific document. So by the way, the document I used in this demo is our public documentation. This is the layout model introduction. So we have a long article here, introduce what is the layout model, what capabilities, what are the development options, input requirements. So this is where like the large language model got the answer from this section. And also like a bunch of like get started, detailed explanation of the building blocks we provide. So that's a quick demo about how you can use a notebook to easily build index like on top of the markdown output we provide. And using LangChain, it will be just a few lines of code. So that's I think the second demo I want to show. The third demo is once we have built this index, so you can also easily use our Azure AI Studio to like build an application based on the RAG pattern. Basically, you can chat about your document, chat with your document, and use you just need to go to Azure AI Studio. So this is the home page. What you can do is you can create a new project and connecting to your Azure OpenAI connection. And I have already got the project created. So once you create that, you can go to the project. And we will see is the playground. So we will go to the playground, and then you can start chatting. So let's ask a quick question. So without any of the like the red pattern, without any of the data grounded about, just ask doc, the Azure OpenAI this question. So we want to see like how the output will look like when like the layout model detect a section heading. Yeah, the layout model, it just make up the answer. So, but actually I'm looking for like an example of the output. Let's see. how it's generating the result. Okay, making up a lot of content, but we will see what the actual answer should be. So later, we will use the add your data. So in this example, we will add the index, which we have already built in Azure AI Search. So we select Azure AI Search, and we will connect with other the existing index we've built. Sorry, it should be the first one. We can then easily connect to that. Okay. So this is the index I just built before this session. So we can use a simple index that is chunking based on the fixed length with overlap. And we just configure using the default settings. And next. Okay, so we can create one. Now my answer will be grounded with the actual index I just attached. By the way, I will also fine tune this system message a little bit using this one. So basically, as you can see, it will be tasked on specific on question and answering task specifically, and it will not like make up any of the answer. You just say you don't know if it cannot find the answer from the knowledge base. So now let's start asking questions. Again, let's use the same question. Okay, I'm still looking for the expected JSON output. But if you look at the now this time, because it has the knowledge base, so you can refer to external sources, the two references, it's generating the answer. And if you go to the citations, so this time the citation is you see the paragraphs rows. I'm looking for the section heading. So basically this part. But the JSON output got like chunked in the middle. So it cannot actually generate the result based on the retrieved chunks. The second citation is another one, but it's not relevant to what we are looking for. So that's an example of like if you just use the fixed length chunking method, you will like be easily get incomplete result or like probably no result based on that. So the next one, what I have connected is using like a semantics like chunking index. So in this example, like what you see, if we ask the same question again, um, let me ask again, and we see how this response will look like. Okay, now this is exactly what I'm looking for. So it's generating the JSON output based on like the documentation. And if you look at the citation, so you see the JSON output, this one get a complete section out because that's in a single chunk. It can be retrieved and the answer can be generated with the section with this chunk. So this is what exactly I'm looking for. So by showing this demo, hopefully you get the sense on why semantic chunking is important and how you can get started using Azure AI Document Intelligence to build your own semantic chunking. Next but not last but not least, so we have been like keeping pushing our document structure analysis a lot during the recent development. So the coming soon feature, which will be like figure detection as well as hierarchical document structure analysis. So this is an example of a research paper. Basically, there are a lot of like diagrams or chart or like different figures in the paper. And what we will do like here is we will detect the region of a figure and give you the bounding box together with the caption of the figure. So with this output, you will be easily like crop out the image from the document and send this image like even to hook up with like GPTV or like the latest multimodal like language models. In that case, like you will get better understanding of the whole document, not only based on the text, but also based on the like understanding the images or figures within your document. The other feature we have been actively developing on is the table of content, or we call it hierarchical document structure analysis. If you look at like the small numbers here, this is the actual hierarchy or layer of the like different paragraphs. You see the layers could be like 1 2 3 because they are like could be in like sections compared with subsections or like even layer 3 layer 4 sections. So with this hierarchical structure, then you can like further like associate, for example, a table with a subsection and know its parent section and its parent, even like the title of this section, and you can get enrich the metadata of each chunks and make it like more relevant to your search result, search query. So that's the two like big features we are currently working on and will soon be available in our next release. So with that, I think that's the end of my session today, and how you can get started using Azure AI Document Intelligence. I have shared like the quick start. This is the notebook I just shared, and also like how you can explore the Document Intelligence Studio. We have offered a bunch of sample codes in our repo, and this is how you can reach out to us like for further questions. So with that, let's go with the Q&A session, and feel free
All
to
right.
let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you very much, Lou. It was quite interesting to see how you're combining actually document intelligence and the RAG architecture. Now, I have one question from Paul. I'll put it here also. He's asking if my documents contain text and tables, do I get a single index in Azure AI Search or an index for the plain text and an index for the tables?
This is how like this is your call, depending on how you want to like index that. What we offer, if you look at our so this one, I just show you the yeah, you see what we offer is the markdown output. So in this markdown output, you get the full content. And it's your call if you want to index, because this is a table representation. It's your call if you want to index this table separately, or if you want to index the whole section. In this example, this table is associated with this section title, so you can choose to index the whole section containing the table with one chunk.
Oh, okay. All
Did that
right.
answer the question?
No, that was the only question we had for now.
Uh-huh.
For me, it was all clear. I don't have any extra question. I'm looking forward to the new updates that are coming in document intelligence also. So for sure, we need to keep on following the blogs of Microsoft to figure out when and what is going to be released, right?
Oh, yeah, one last thing I didn't mention. You can just go to our document intelligence documentation. You can bookmark this one, what's new. So we usually do like monthly update, and you can like see like when we release the new features, it will be
Oh,
updated here. So just bookmark this page and you will know when it's coming.
perfect. That's a good tip for us to check on. All right. Well, with that, we are going to end our show for today. Next week, we will have a session concerning code first approach in Azure AI Studio. So it's a bit different than what we had already last week, where we more looked into the visual usage of the AI Studio will go back now into code. So stay tuned for next fall, or just come back next week. We're looking forward to have you there again. Zhang, thank you very much for making time for us today. We're looking forward to hear more about the work you've been doing also in the field. And I wish you a nice, pleasant evening for you, because you're already at the end of the day almost, or already are. So see you all, everyone, and have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.